Hello! Welcome to another DSP video. I did not plan on doing one, for a while. I don't know. I didn't really think I would be doing one. And then, a few things happened that I do want to talk about. I do want to talk about his whole rant about the King of Hate vlogs being possibly demonetized. I do want to talk about that because that's interesting. I also have yesterday's pre-stream rant because, he says a lot of crazy shit in that. And our boy, Dragon Killer, has gotten a forum post for us to read as well. So that's all. We're all going to do all of that. So this video might be a little bit longer than you might be expecting, but it is what it is, guys. Alright? So let's get started.
DSP Tries It. And yes, I will be uploading that new episode of DSP Tries It this weekend to DSP Game, or to the King of Hate vlogs, excuse me. Will I actually make any money? I have no idea. And what I mean by that is, apparently, videos on the King of Hate HD have begun to get flagged for demonetization. I just looked today. Previously, only one video ever had been demonetized. I just looked, and a bunch of videos are demonetized. The good news is, it's not a ton of videos. It is an interesting assortment that they've chosen. I don't know what their criteria is because it seems pretty random. But sadly, the last two videos I uploaded to the channel, both weekend preview videos.
Wait. It's random, but he did a whole video about it. He did a whole video like, okay, guys, we're gonna go on a mini, teeny tiny field trip. YouTube, DSP Gaming. He did a video. I think he uploaded it on his gaming channel, but he did a video. He did a fucking video. Oh, what was the name of it? God damn it. I have to go through like tons and tons of videos. Where is this video? I don't remember the name of it, but I know he did a video about blacklisting or whatever. It's before Cuphead. Should be around here because I know he was playing Mario and Rabbids. This video is already needlessly long. Oh my god, if I can't find it, I'm gonna have to say fuck it. I really wish he'd not fucking upload so many fucking videos. Look at these. Look at this. 5 minutes, 9 minutes, 21 minutes. Holy shit, guys. God damn it. I'm just gonna search it. Blacklist. Oh, you know what? YouTube. That might bring it. There it is! See, he did a fucking reasons why YouTube demonetizes a video and objective walkthrough. He knows the criteria, apparently. He did a whole video about it.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Phil Brunel, also known as Darkside Phil. I am the owner and operator of the DSP Gaming YouTube channel since April of 2010. As of late, a lot of people have had a lot of issues and controversy surrounding the issue of demonetization of videos on YouTube. And a lot of channels have found themselves in a really negative spot where it seems like they're almost...
But we're not gonna go. We don't have to watch this video. This might be a video on its own, but it's so... So he goes through reasons why. Well, maybe look.
YouTuber using to demonetize videos. Number one, they're looking for keywords or they're looking for certain things in thumbnails. They have an algorithm that's searching specifically for certain things in certain YouTube videos.
See, he claims to know the reasons why videos get demonetized. However, I disagree because my own videos on my other channel, my main channel, I've said before, I think, those videos got demonetized, and there's nothing risky or edgy in the fucking tabs, unless self-portrait it has another meaning. But whatever. Let's go back to this.
Have been demonetized. Now, what on earth do I say in the weekend preview that makes it be demonetized? I have no idea. I don't put any kind of risque things in the tags or the description of the video or the titles, right? And it's pretty much just me telling you the schedule for the week. So what in the holy hell could be being demonetized there? I don't know. I'm actually a little nervous that maybe what happened is the channel got red flagged. And if the channel got red flagged, that means that every video that I upload to the King of Hate vlogs moving forward will be automatically...
That's kind of funny. KO Gaming, first he said got blacklisted. Now it's red flagged. He changed the terminology on us, guys. I have a theory. I already have my theory helmet on, guys. So I'm gonna share my theory with everyone. I think he's considering that, I've said this before actually. He is setting up the narrative to drop YouTube completely and only focus on Twitch. That is what he's doing. I'm not saying that this demonetization thing isn't happening. I'm not saying that either, because that could probably be happening. I mean, his videos could be demonetized. Sure, fair enough, but it's kind of convenient how he's so happy with Twitch and he's shooting on YouTube every chance he gets, and then he's like, well, this channel might get fucked too. Like, his KO Gaming channel died. His vlogging channel might die. Like, but DSP Gaming is okay. I don't know. I have a feeling that he's getting ready to be Twitch streamer only, which is a pretty whatever idea.
Demonetized.
Whatever.
And then I have to submit them for review, which takes upwards of 4 days now for YouTube to actually review
oh
a
no,
video
4 days
for monetization, and after 4 days, the videos don't get views anymore. So I may effectively, sadly, not be making any more money vlogging ever again, thanks to YouTube.
But remember when he said that he makes basically nothing on the vlogging channel? Like, according to him, he makes like $200 off that channel or so, and that's like nothing to him. But now he's like really upset that he can't make money on a vlogging channel that he claimed that doesn't make any money. He said in the past he doesn't care what happened to the vlogging channel. He literally said that in the past. He said that he doesn't care about it using Google AdSense because he doesn't make much money anyway. It's not his focus. But now he actually cares about that channel. He cares more about the vlogging channel than he did with KO Gaming. That's kind of sad.
Isn't that nice? The good news is I don't get a lot of money from the King of Hate vlogs anyway. I get almost none. I mean, every month I think I get at most like $100, if that. It's really, you know, I don't upload a ton of videos there, you know what I mean? So it's not a huge deal, but at the same time,
it's not a huge deal.
It's disheartening and it's concerning. What on earth did I ever do on that channel that would warrant it to be demonetized? Nothing. It just means their algorithm doesn't work. And
well, the other thing is that he had a review series called The Hateful Truth, and I'm pretty sure you could kind of argue that that's kind of a hateful term. Like, YouTube's algorithm might just assume that a hateful truth is kind of like a an edgy or risque type video series. I mean, obviously it's not, because it's a fucking review video, but I mean, I don't know, that's just my assumption, is that that YouTube's algorithm might be categorizing hateful, those kind of things as well, because, you know, bigotry is kind of a form of hate. I don't know, whatever, it is what it is.
We already knew that, but unbelievable.
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 Take a sip.
So,
chew that water.
And I really want to keep doing vlogging. I like doing the weekly preview. I like doing DSP Tries It. I like doing Ask the King.
I like it. Like, I really like vlogging. It's not a big deal, but I really like vlogging. Kind of alluding to or hinting that if KO Gaming gets fucked, not KO Gaming, the vlogging channel becomes demonetized or whatever, he's gonna drop it. That's kind of what he's hinting at, which is fucking dumb to begin with, because first off, DSP is a fucking gamer. He plays games. He's known as a Let's Player. Why the fuck does he care about the vlogging channel? he doesn't upload that much, and the videos he uploads are like very nothing videos. Like, it really makes no fucking sense why he's like putting the vlogging channel in an ultimatum. Like, oh, I either make money. If I don't make money on this channel at all, if I can't make a penny, then this channel is dead. Like, come on.
I like doing all these things, and I don't want YouTube to push me off of fucking YouTube when I didn't do anything wrong. In regards to my vlogging.
You're not being pushed off. You're just deciding not to upload vlogging because you're not making money. And that's the thing. You know, everyone's like, is like, you know, I've kind of criticized him on that stance too, because it's like, well, you're not being forced off, you're just leaving because of money. He should just admit that. He should just admit, like, look, if I can't make money, I'm not going to upload that. He said stuff like that before. It's not YouTube forcing him off. It's just that he doesn't see the point in uploading if he can't make money. And that's, you know, that's a greedy thing to say. It's obviously, like, money directed, but, you know, I would kind of see where he's coming from more if he just admits that than just saying this whole, oh, they're forcing me off YouTube. They're not forcing you off. But whatever.
So, I guess we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens this weekend. The good test will be that later this week I'm uploading DSP Tries It. If DSP Tries It is good, good. If not, if it gets demonetized, then I know there's nothing in DSP Tries It that's demonetizing worthy. It just means the channel's been red flagged.
And what does that mean?
So I guess we'll see what happens here.
Who knows? Guess we'll find out. Alright, now we get to everyone's favorite video. Everyone's favorite thing. I really wasn't paying attention to the stream, but when I heard this pre-stream rant, I was just floored. I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh man. Oh man, let's get into it.
I got some stuff to say, folks. I got a few things to get off my chest. I have to.
I have to?
I have to because you know I'm an honest guy.
I'm an honest guy.
Bugging me. And I'm really tired of basically people being just so gullible. Okay, I really am. I'm done with it. I'm so tired of it.
Tired of it. Tired of it, dude.
Right now, I've been playing Shadow of War. I've been enjoying the game a lot. It's been 8 hours of gameplay, and out of it, I'd say probably 6 hours were pretty solid, good experiences, while maybe 2 hours were a little bit grindy, okay? I can tell you, from the 8 hours of gameplay, the story is good. The gameplay is a lot more fast-paced and streamlined in the original game. You feel more super-powered than you did. In that original Shadow of Mordor game, it was a slow build where you had to sneak around and basically do a lot of grinding-style combat in order to get enough abilities to become powerful. In this game, from the get-go, you are powerful. Okay.
From the get-go, you are powerful, but you have to grind it, whatever.
Okay. So whatever. It's a different feeling of a game. Now, I don't know if they did that because some people complained that the original Shadow of Mordor had too slow of a beginning and it was too difficult. I have no idea. I think it's kind of funny because this game still has the stealth, right? The stealth element. However, you don't really need it in a lot of cases because you're so overpowered. You could just sweep in and destroy the enemies with the combat and these abilities you can get pretty.
And that's why he likes the game. He can just tank through this game. That's why he likes it. And I do get that because at the same time, it's kind of fun to feel like a god in a video game. Like, you're just some badass. But at the same time, though, that kind of enjoyment can only last for so long. Like, it's kind of like, you know, I like the Arkham games, but I don't really go back to them as much because, you know, once you get really good at that game kind of loses its challenge. I mean, there's stuff in it that kind of adds to the challenge that makes it kind of come back for the challenge mode, but, you know, but that's why he likes this game. There's no challenge. It's just him tanking it.
Easy, or pretty early on in the game, excuse me. Okay.
Okay.
Now that being said, folks, all that being said.
Here we go.
I'm enjoying the game. 8 hours of gameplay, it's good. People coming to the streams are saying they're enjoying it, yet stream attendance apparently has been dwindling massively.
I like this. I like this a lot because he says that everyone that's watching the stream says it's good, but the stream attendance is dwindling. The people who are saying it's good are the people that are watching it. So the low view numbers are the amount of people that actually like the stream. The people who are leaving are those who don't like it. So they're not related. The people who like the stream are not related to the people who are leaving. They're not connected at all. That's like me doing an art stream, and I have like 5 people on stream. I'm like, oh, and those 5 people tell me that they like it, and then like 5 other people come in, so I have 10 total views, and then those 5 people leave, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? These 5 people said they liked the stream. Why are the other 5 people leaving? And it's like, well, of course, because they don't share an opinion. They're not a hive mind. It's kind of also funny how he kind of says that people are sheep for not liking this game, but he expects them to have a sheep mentality towards him.
YouTube, I don't know. I haven't even checked the videos on YouTube, but you have to assume it's probably the same thing, right? That people probably aren't watching the playthrough that much on YouTube.
And to me, the thing is that I don't like Shadow of War or whatever, because I just don't like that era in media. I don't like these like medieval fantasy settings. I don't like them, so to me they're boring from the get-go. So, it is what it is.
Hearing about this fucking game is that loot boxes have ruined it. The end of the game is a horrible grind, and the loot boxes ruin the game, and you have to buy.
I like it, like, oh, I was saying that the ending is a horrible grind, but he complains about horrible grinds in many other games. In a lot of games, he complains when it becomes a grind. But since he likes this game, people cannot criticize it for being a horrible grind, because they're illogical sheep.
Buy the loot boxes to beat the game. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, folks.
I'm tired of these opinions, okay? I'm tired that people have different opinions. These opinions honestly don't affect his stream numbers. He would probably get the same amount of views if people like the game. Of course, DSP will have you believe that, oh, no, the views that I'm getting are the... He wants you to believe that the views are related to the quality of the game, which makes no fucking sense, because he complained about low views on good games before. Pokemon Moon was a pretty good game last year, and that got low views, and he had to make an apology video about him yelling at his viewers. And he's doing the same fucking thing here, but since it's more like kind of a split argument, he doesn't have to apologize for this. Well, whatever.
I really don't even want to hear it ever again, and here's why. If you're fucking such a sheep that you're not actually following people who are playing the game, but instead you're just following these stupid drama videos on YouTube and these dumb fuck YouTubers who have to hype up drama in order to get views.
Get this.
And basically slander games in order to get fucking views because they're in such dire straits with their ad revenue plummeting and everything, which is obviously what this whole fucking stupid controversy is about.
So he's trying to say that YouTubers pretended that this whole loot box thing is such a big drama issue to get views because they need money. There's a lot of things to focus on drama-wise to get attention. Like, look at the whole thing with iDubbbz and Rice Gum. That's a whole thing, and that's getting a lot of views and a lot of attention. There's a lot of other things that people can focus on. You could also make that argument towards me, but like, oh, Theo, why are you focusing on DSP? There's other YouTubers that are worse than him. Okay, fair enough. There are probably a lot of other people out there in the whole wide world of the internet that I could talk to, but the reason why people are making a big deal out of this loot box system in a single player game is because it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope because today it's, oh, well, it's just help a little grind section in the game. No harm, no foul, right? Like, that's where it starts. Then tomorrow it's going to be this whole thing where more content's going to be locked behind this paywall. Like, look at how loot boxes in multiplayer games have expanded. Like, like Overwatch, he said in another video that Overwatch did it fair with it just being cosmetic little things. And, people can argue all day and night about that being okay or whatever, even though I kind of wish that most of the stuff there is unlockable, not loot box stuff, but okay. But look at that and then go to Uncharted 4. That loot system is so fucking terrible. I really hate Naughty Dog for that. I like the multiplayer of Uncharted 4. I think the gameplay is fun. Yeah, the loot boxes aren't necessarily that tied to gameplay as much. I mean, I think there might be a few perks, but they're like kind of whatever. But they're overpriced. to get costumes or characters you want, you have to like pay so much. It's terrible. Uncharted 4 is the most greediest fucking system I've ever seen. And Justice 2 is a little bit better, but I still don't like the fucking loot system because it's all these tiers in loot crates. And that's the thing, like, Overwatch has one loot box. One kind of loot box, period. You can buy other loot boxes that are like, you know, you can buy like 5 of them or whatever, but they're all the same kind of, you get the same amount, you get the same shit, whatever. Sure, the ones that you buy are a little bit more forgiving and gives you more stuff that you would want, but it's still the same amount of items you unlock. So that's why Overwatch is a little bit more fair. Uncharted gives you, okay, this loot box, it's 150 Mystic points, and you get, like, 2 items. How is that fucking fair? How is that? That's fucking shit. I have to buy all this stuff. It encourages you to pay real money. Injustice 2, there's, like, 5 fucking tiers of mother boxes. Why? And that's, again, it's a fucking slippery slope. So EA adding a loot crate in a fucking single player experience is fucking scary because not scary, but just alarming because because they're exploiting consumers off their impulse. Sure, he's gonna make the point that it's human nature, but the thing is that it is as much human nature as it is also companies exploiting it, and that's the issue. It's that, yeah, on paper and as a business, yeah, this is a good strategy, but it's shady and shitty because you're exploiting people who bought your game. And that's what this is. So, of course, everything is gonna be exploited to get this loot box system. EA is gonna continue doing it, and they're gonna start to up the ante with them. I mean, imagine one day in the future, we're gonna get a game, and it's like, alright guys, we got this new system in this game where story's gonna be more tailored to randomness, and, you know, you have to buy this little crate system thing, and if when you unlock it, it will unlock a certain part of the story that is gonna tailor your experience or whatever. And at first it's like, oh wow, that sounds cool, but then you realize you have to fucking buy loot boxes to get like more story or whatever. And imagine if that's what it's going to lead into. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying that that's necessarily what companies are going to be doing, but that's the fucking slippery slope of having loot boxes in a single player game. Like, I'm going to continue because this is going to be a long fucking video. Just saying.
You need to wake up. You need to wake up and you need to fucking smarten up. Alright? I'm well aware that there have been YouTubers who have been ranting, raving, and doing nothing but talking about microtransactions and loot boxes for the past week. Do you really think they would do that unless it benefited them?
They would have done that because, guess what? People like to complain about shit. Like, there's people who are making fucking videos about New Yokio being garbage. Everyone's making videos about things they want to talk about. So DSP doesn't want thinks that just because YouTubers want to voice their opinion about how they don't like a loot box system in a single player game, they're doing it for attention and views. No one likes fucking loot crates. No one likes microtransactions. You know, there's videos, there are YouTubers out there who made videos saying that the video game industry is gonna fucking die in the future if microtransactions keep coming. If they keep focusing on microtransactions, if it starts becoming more widespread among developers, it's gonna lead to another video game crash because no one will want to pay $60 for a game just to buy more loot crate. And it's also funny that DSP is defending loot crates while he shot on amiibos for oh, I buy a game, and now I have to buy an amiibo to get content? Wow, that's bullshit, dude. So DSP is okay with having microtransactions in games, but instead of having amiibos is terrible. I mean, just go back and see how many videos where he shat on amiibos and shat on Nintendo for having amiibos. Just listen to that, and then listen to this. You're gonna think that he's fucking bipolar or something.
Honestly, because I've played 8 hours of Shadow of War, and I haven't had to open a single loot box, and the game is good. Alright?
But no one's saying that you have to use a loot box in the beginning of the fucking game. They're saying that the fourth act is that. And you know what? I really hope, I'm praying to fucking God here, but I hope when he gets to the fourth act that he succumbs to buying a loot box system so that he could be a fucking hypocrite and be part of the fucking problem and be like, oh shit, I'm an asshole. Like, but I doubt he would do that. I bet he'd find some way to fucking defend it. It's fucking garbage. He shat on Destiny 2 for you know, being an endless grind. Oh, Destiny 1, you had to buy other expansions to get the full game. That's fucking bullshit. Shadow of War, oh, there's a microtransaction in the single player game. That's okay. You guys are fucking overreacting. Get the fuck out of here.
Now, from what I'm to understand from people who actually have beaten the game, alright, the game has 4 acts. The first 3 acts are the meat of the game and consistent of what the story actually is. Okay? So, the first 3 acts, guess what? You don't have to open loot boxes.
Okay. So, just because there's 2 endings in the game and one of them you have to kind of grind to get and to use a loot box, that ending doesn't matter? Okay, Phil, I'm sorry that okay, no, fuck, I'm not sorry. I keep saying I'm sorry when I shouldn't be, but he 100% Crash Bandicoot and 100% Spyro. He 100% those games for whatever reason. Imagine how he would think if he was a 100% completionist and he is told, oh, to get to the true ending or to get to an ending that's beyond the ending to do 100% of the game, you need a loot box system in it, or you need to endlessly grind. Is he gonna fucking love it? No, he's not gonna fucking love it. And that's the thing that he's also missing the point on. There's a lot of people who buy games and they want to be a completionist. They want to go through the nitty-gritty of the game. They want to get everything unlocked. And EA is taking those kind of gamers and exploiting them by giving them an option that's going to be tempting for them to buy the loot box system to get that 100%. Yeah, you could argue that, oh, well, they could just grind and get the same ending, but people have other things to do. They do. They really fucking do. They have a life. They have a life. They might want to play other games. They might want to hang out with their friends or family. They might have a job. So do you really think that it's going to implore them to do endless grinding when there's a cheap shortcut that's built into the game that you have to pay real money for? Like, that's the issue. It's that it's not fair for people to kind of play the game and then being told, well, I don't have time to sit here and do endless grinding just to get to the final ending. And I've seen these complaints even affect other games, like Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. To get the true ending, you do kind of have to do a lot of grinding to get your base to a certain level to get the final ending in that game. It's not bad. There's no microtransaction to make you kind of shortcut that, but that's kind of annoying. People don't like grinding as much. I mean, in RPGs, it's kind of whatever. It's kind of a given when you play an RPG. But Shadow of War is not a fucking RPG. At least I don't think it is. It doesn't look like an RPG to me. But it's still an issue because they're manipulating consumers. And that's not something that should be defended. And, let's continue.
Ever. The first 3 acts of the game you can easily just play through. And yes, there's a bit of a grind recruiting your troops, just like there was in the original Shadow of Mordor. This is no different. I mean, it's the same style of gameplay. You know, the same exact kind of thing that you had in the first game. You have to recruit a bunch of orcs to your army, send the armies out to conquer.
And look, I'm gonna say this as well. The reason why he's defending EA for this stupid, fucking, shitty business practice is because he sympathizes with anyone that has a good strategy to make money. So EA could really be like having a sleazy business practice in their game, but if it makes them money, DSP will like defend them unless it doesn't benefit him or whatever. There's always exceptions with DSP, but he will defend any business practice if it's businessly money sound.
You know, this is the same thing. What were people expecting in this game? They were going to completely change the fucking formula? I don't get it. It's a sequel, folks. It's not a new
They
game.
were expecting to get either the same game as they did the first time without the fucking loot box. They don't want that option there because it's fucking shitty. Because, again, it's a slippery fucking slope. If EA gets away with having this loot box system in single-player games, that means that more developers are going to do it because they're going to see, oh, this is giving EA a lot of money. We should have a system like that in our games too. And it's only going to get worse. Because there's a lot of fucking developers that are fucking greedy. A lot of fucking developers out there. Developers, publishers, what have you. So if this succeeds, those greedy fucking assholes are gonna be like, guys, we can fucking hide things behind the paywall and people will buy it! Because the average fucking person either doesn't have fucking time to grind, so they might be more tempted to buy the fucking loot box. Again, the issue isn't that it exists, it's just that it's exploiting fucking people. And no one should be happy about that. It's anti-consumer, it's pro-business, pro-businessman, pro-CEO, whatever that nonsense is, and anti-consumer because it's not benefiting the consumer because they have to pay more. Like, isn't that, like, oh my god, imagine if this was a Nintendo game. Imagine Nintendo had this. Do you think DSP is gonna defend that? Probably not, because DSP hates fucking Nintendo.
Completely of a new IP, it's going to have the same gameplay elements as the first game. You should have expected that. But from what reviewers are saying, you don't need to open loot boxes or anything.
Reviewers. Now he's focusing on the game reviewers. You know, the people he shed on all the time. Well, now they're legit and valid. Okay.
Oh, okay. Basically,
okay, Phil.
Everything's fine with that. And
everything's
it's
fine.
not until the fourth and final act, which is optional, is not required, because the game technically ends after the third act. But if you want to see the super secret ending, it's basically a true ending cutscene, okay? Think Batman Arkham Knight, okay? Where
the secret super duper true ending is the fucking true ending. I'm sorry, a lot of people think are under the premise that, oh, if it's a ending that you have to unlock, it's not a true ending. No, it's a true fucking ending. If you have to continue playing the game and then you get another ending and that's it, that's the true fucking ending. I'm sorry, it's you know,
where you can actually technically beat the game. But then if you want to see the true ending of the game, you have to grind endlessly to do all the Riddler trophies and shit like that. Now, a lot of people didn't like that, but, you know, they didn't sell bat boxes. If WB...
What was the argument there? That kind of shows that there shouldn't be loot boxes. It's like, look, this game doesn't have any microtransactions. There's a grind. There's a grind in this game and they give you a fucking shortcut, so it should be okay. No, and the other thing with the grinding in Batman Arkham Knight is that the game expects you to kind of do the Riddler trophies in between missions, so you kind of be doing it like on the way to objectives. That's kind of the idea with that kind of stuff, which is fine. It's fine, but the thing is that I didn't like what they did with the Riddler trophies in City and in Night, so I didn't really give a fuck, but this is hiding something behind a paywall. No one had to pay to get to the true ending, and I guarantee if Arkham Knight had a paid to get to the true ending, people would fucking like shit on that game. People already shit on WB for how money grubbing Mortal Kombat 10 and Injustice 2 are. Look at what happened when Injustice 2 was announced to have 3 different fucking models: a $60 standard edition, a $70 or $80 digital only that gives you like 2 characters, and then you have the super ultimate edition, which was $100 that gives you like the complete like fire pack or whatever. Like, no one liked that. Everyone fucking hated it. People are saying, don't buy the game, you're supporting this kind of shitty business practice, and I agree with that. I do agree that to a degree with Injustice 2 is that you are kind of like, Warner Brothers is fucking money grubby with their fucking games. Arkham Knight was that. He even shat on Arkham Knight for that. he shat on the season pass for being $50, and you get like fucking garbage out of it, which is kind of fucking true. The stuff that season pass offered was garbage. There was like only 2 good DLCs.
Games sold bat boxes, and if you bought the bat boxes and it allowed you to just pass those riddles and get to the ending of the game, maybe people would have been up in arms.
They would have been. They would have been. Because as I said, Warner Brothers is already in hot water with fucking gamers. They have a bad reputation now. With every WB game, everyone's sitting there is like, this game is probably going to have a lot of fucking DLC or some financial catch to it. And I kind of had the same inkling with EA. Constantly, because EA always kind of has these weird monetary kind of perks with their games. So I'm not really surprised that EA is going all. Wait, is EA even doing shit? I don't fucking know. I think they are.
Okay, I can understand that.
But
at the same.
Wait. So he can understand people getting upset about Arkham Knight having bat boxes, but he doesn't understand. Okay.
Time, it's a single player game. If you're playing, alright.
What does that have to do with anything? Oh, he's gonna talk about multiplayer, like, oh, well, multiplayer, if they put stuff that's gonna make the match unbalanced, that's not okay. But single player games, like, you're paying $60 for a game that's single player only. You're kind of already focused on one part of that content. Like, look at Resident Evil 7. That's a short fucking game. Do you think people were happy that game was $60? No. No, a lot of people were like, yeah, Resident Evil 7 is kind of a whatever game, but I don't really think it's worth $60 for how long it is, because, there's a better Resident Evil game that's the same length, that's better. Resident Evil 1. And that's cheaper. So, when you're paying $60 for a game that's single player only, you kind of want the game to feel like it's worth $60 fucking dollars. Shadow of War is $60, single player game. I guess there's a multiplayer aspect to it, but it's, mostly a single player driven game. And now you have a portion of the game that's designed to make loot boxes attractive to you. How does that make you feel? You paid $60 for a game that makes you that kind of has a part in the game that wants you to pay $20 or so, whatever, to get to the true ending. I don't think a lot of people like that.
If you're playing,
just saying,
a game.
I mean, it's like Street Fighter V. Street Fighter V is kind of the reverse issue, where it was multiplayer only. Basically, the offline content was garbage, and that game has a lot of microtransactions in it. And they definitely knew what the fuck they were doing with the colors. Oh, we're gonna hide colors behind survival mode. That's gonna be so fucking frustrating that, like, normal, easy, and normal are the only 2 difficulties that you can kind of go through. Hard is kind of a pain in the ass, and expert's probably even worse, because hard is like 50 levels, 50 matches you have to go through, and if you die once, you have to start all the way in the beginning. So, you're on match 49, and you worked really hard to get there, and then you die. Do you think you're gonna want to continue do you think you're gonna want to go back and try survival again? No, you're gonna be fucking tired, and you're gonna be more driven to buy the colors in the shop. Yeah, there's fight money, and you kind of grind for fight money, but you're not gonna want to fucking do that. You're gonna want to buy the colors immediately, because you want to unlock them. Now, the only thing I would say with Street Fighter V is fight money is that you're kind of already wanting to play. If you like the game a lot, the fight money is not a problem, because you're already playing the game. You already play a lot of matches online, so you're already getting fight money instantly anyway. That it's kind of a given, but it's still shitty for casual players that are not hardcore into Street Fighter or have any desire to play the game long enough to get over 100k fight money to buy a character without paying real money. So the game kind of encourages you to use real money if you're not that dedicated into the game. That's the issue. Right there, that's the issue. It's a design issue, it's a design flaw. A lot of people don't like shit like that. Who would have thought, right?
Player. And you want to see the super secret ending. Not even the canon ending, but you want to see the super secret ending cutscene. And you don't want to go through the grinding that the game was designed to require you to do to see that ending, and you want to pay for a shortcut to do it, I don't see the problem with that. Alright?
But the problem with that, though, is that it sets a bad precedent where game design will slowly start to evolve into, or devolve into, okay, let's design a part of the game that that's gonna make you want to buy the microtransactions or whatever. It's kind of like taking the free-to-play model on mobile games and saying like, hey, we should apply this to a $60 game. Why? You paid $60 for it. If it's a free-to-play game, okay, I can understand that. That makes sense. Like Skullgirls, the mobile game. I can understand why that game has a lot of microtransactions, because it's a free mobile game. It's a game designed for that. Okay, whatever. But if I bought Skullgirls Second Encore on the PS4 and it had the same fucking system as the mobile game, I would be so fucking mad about it. I would say, okay, fuck this. I'm not buying. I would not even support Lab Zero anymore because that's fucking garbage. But they didn't do that because guess what? One's a console game that you paid money for, so they give you everything from off the bat. You get colors, you get all the DLC characters, and well, Second Encore at least, and so on. The mobile game you got for free, so you kind of can expect a microtransaction design with it. You're paying $60 for Shadow of War or whatever, and you're okay with nickel and diming the fucking consumer? Get the fuck out of here.
I do see the problem with loot boxes if they allow you to get in-game stuff for a competitive online game and you get an edge because you spent more money. That I disagree with. Okay?
Oh, of course.
But if you're gonna have problems with a game, it's just a single-player game, and you pay to skip, and if you pay to skip what you would consider to be boring, grinding, time-consuming gameplay to see an ending, then so be it. What's the problem with that? There's gonna be people who want to do that. Okay?
Now, usually when I play a game and I don't want to grind endlessly to get to the ending, like Batman Arkham Knight, for example, I just watch the ending on YouTube. Now, of course, you can kind of make that same argument with this, but if you want to play the game, why would you pay for something? Why have this loot crate system? Again, it's a slippery slope to have this. I'm repeating myself a lot, but it's so fucking dumb that he is defending this shitty business practice. It really is outstanding how he's missing the point as to why people are not happy with it. He is missing the fucking point of it. He's only looking at this as a business person, not as a consumer, not how it affects the common gamer or gaming in general. Because if this propagates, if this starts to be picked up by every game developer out there, gaming is gonna fucking die. And you could already make that case that gaming is kind of already, dying as it is because of all the subscriptions you have to pay for. That's why PC is probably getting a lot of like pickup, because you have to pay a subscription for online. You can mod the games. You have better sales, better deals, better everything on PC. Console games are getting more and more greedy with how they treat their customers. So why do you think that people are not happy with microtransactions? Because this is just piling on to things that can cause gaming to fucking stop. But okay, now let's defend this business practice because it makes EA money.
Now, some people would say, oh, it's a dishonest practice, it lines the pockets of EA and the game developers or whatever.
That's not...
Yeah, it does.
That's not the fucking point. No one is saying, oh, it makes EA richer, that's why this is bad. No one fucking said that. It's a side note, but it's not the main point. The issue is that people don't want microtransactions or a model from free-to-play to make their way into a $60 fucking single-player game. They don't fucking want that. And gamers are already getting nickel and dimed for fucking season passes. And we're supposed to defend and be okay with them nickel and diming even more? Get the fuck out of here, Phil. Get the fuck out of here.
The bottom line is, you know, it's in the hands of the consumer to decide whether or not they feel that seeing a super secret ending without grinding is worth spending extra money for. That's in the hands of the consumer, right? The game, Shadow of War, does not require you to spend more money to see the end.
It doesn't require you, but it's designed to allure you to buy the fucking loot box. That's the fucking issue, you fucking idiot.
Of the game, it just presents the option, all right? So if you really want to complain about something,
that's like then Phil, all you're complaining about the amiibos is fucking invalid then, because Nintendo's just presenting the option of getting the amiibos. You don't have to buy the amiibos to play Breath of the Wild. They just present the option with amiibos. So then why are you complaining about Nintendo using amiibos? Why are you complaining about all this other shit that is somewhat comparable to this? He complains about season passes. Well, season passes just presents the option of getting more DLC for your game. Oh my god, this fucking idiot.
Complain about human nature. Complain about humans who
have... Yeah, let's blame the consumer for being exploited. Yeah, you stupid consumer. How dare you feel attracted to loot box system that the developer put in there specifically to lure you into buying the loot crate system. How dare you? But the thing is that it's a fucking issue, it is, but at the same time, like, as I said before, yes, you can say that it's up to the gamer to buy loot to the microtransactions or not, but when the game's designed to make you sit there and be like, you know what, I want to get the ending. You know what, I had enough, fuck this, and buy the loot box. You're giving them money. That's what EA is counting on. They designed it so that you could be attracted to buying the loot box system.
Have all this disposable income, and instead of putting it towards something productive or important, they put it towards something stupid and they take shortcuts. Okay? That's the real problem here. Because the bottom line is, if human nature was disciplined, and if humans had some kind of self-fucking control, right, you wouldn't have microtransactions at all, because no one would spend money.
He just said the issue. He just fucking, like, said why microtransactions exist. Developers fucking exploit that fucking thing. They exploit it. But that's okay, though. It's okay for developers to fucking exploit the consumer. It's okay, guys. If you feel like you're being exploited by the developer, that's okay. You know, fuck off.
Money on them. They say, I already bought this game. Why am I going to spend more money on this game? And you never see anyone put additional money into it, right? It's the consumer's fault that they come in and they dump all this fucking money into these kind of games.
It's both sides are at fault. Yes, it's the fault of the consumer for succumbing their lesser instincts or whatever to buy the fucking loot box system, but it's also the fucking fault of the developer because they added something that knowingly exploits people's intent on wanting to finish the game. They're making money off of that. That's the issue. That is why people don't like this game.
As I said on my pre-stream yesterday, it's a lot about mobile games. Mobile games are 100% pay to win, 100% gambling. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, imagine paying $60 for that, Phil. Imagine buying your favorite mobile game. I think his favorite mobile game is some Final Fantasy game or whatever. Imagine if you had to pay $60 for that game, Phil, and you're like, wow, this game is fun, and then you realize that the game encourages you to use microtransactions. What's your thoughts about that? Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good business practice. Fuck off.
Mobile games are the worst offenders of this syndrome.
Yeah, exactly. That's why people don't want them in fucking console games. Or in video games in general, because it doesn't belong.
Pay for loot boxes and random unlocks in the game.
Okay.
So, here's the thing. Here's why I'm upset. I'm playing the game. I'm enjoying it. I'm showcasing the game on streams, on YouTube. I'm showing that in the first 8 hours of the game, it's been a pretty great game. And there hasn't been one reason to open a loot box, okay? From what I'm to understand, the game has 4 acts. Like I said, the first 3 acts of the story, the 4th act is basically an endless grind where you're trying to unlock this secret ending. I'm now in Act 2, so you gotta figure, if there's 3 acts, maybe another 8 hours, so the game's gonna be, what, 16 hours long? Okay? And I'm enjoying the hell out of it. But yet, everyone I see on the internet is slandering this game. Shadow of War sucks. You need loot boxes to beat it. It's a piece of shit.
I like the game, but people are shitting on the game I like. Phil, welcome to the fucking internet. I like MTS 5. Everyone shits on that game. But you know what? You know what, Phil? You know, I can actually see why people hate MTS 5. I could see why people don't like that game. I still play it. I'm not... Like, everyone hate Ground Zeroes for being a demo. It's a glorified demo. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I could see that. I would not recommend Ground Zeroes to anyone because of that, but I like the game. I thought it was worth my money. Of course, someone might disagree with me and say that, oh, this is a shitty business practice that Konami forced on gamers, which is fucking true. It is shitty that they did that. I'm not gonna sit there and play dumb and be like, oh, you guys are fucking stupid, you know? Konami only presented the option to get Ground Zeroes. The option, guys. Get the fuck out of here. How dumb do you have to be to miss the fucking point and to cry over people criticizing your favorite game?
Don't play it. What? Just look
what?
Do this. I swear, you'll get a laugh out of this, okay? Go look at user reviews for the game versus critic reviews for the game. Critics are saying, wow, this game's pretty solid. It's an improvement over Shadow of Mordor. Yes, it's a lot like the first game, but that's a good thing because the first game was good. 8 out of 10, right? That's kind of like it's a lot like the first game, but that's a good thing because the first...
It's a lot like the first thing. It's not like the first game, but that's a good thing because the first game was good.
First game was good. 8 out of 10, right? Okay. That's kind of like the general consensus of what professional reviewers are doing. Then look at the user reviews. 1 out of 10, loot boxes required. 2 out of 10, loot boxes. Loot boxes, loot boxes, loot boxes. Alright? People are fucking sheep. They pick these people on YouTube to be their fucking...
You know, there's a video out there. I'm gonna give a shout out to this YouTuber, which might get some flack, but Rags. He did a video talking about the ethics in review bombing. And I thought I was gonna disagree with that video because I thought it was gonna go like, oh, you know, some weird point, but he made a good point though. With games with developers that make a game that has some underhanded tactic or whatever, and people don't like that, they review bomb the game, so it has a low review, so that way people will not buy the game, and will encourage the developer to be like, okay, we're gonna fix this, we're gonna, you know, and try to remedy that, which a lot of developers tend to do when they see the reviews go low. Now, there's an issue with that, sure. A lot of people might overreact with review bombing, but there's always, it's interesting. It's an interesting video to say the least. I might put the link to that video in the description below, maybe. But that's my take, is that people who are review bombing this game because of loot boxes are doing it because they want to highlight that this is not a system we want to see continue in single-player games. That's why the user reviews are so fucking low. It's not necessarily them saying don't buy it. They're just trying to highlight the fact that this system we don't like is starting to affect single-player games, and we don't want to see more of that. Because imagine if no one mentioned it. Imagine if no one talked about the loot crate system in Shadow of War. That might lead to other developers doing it anyway. It doesn't necessarily mean that the loot crate system has to succeed or not. It just means that since no one's complaining about it, then there's no issue, and more games will start to implement it. That's the issue that it presents. A lot of people were vocal against season passes in games once they started to get crazy with them. That never stopped developers from making scummy ass season passes. It never stopped. It doesn't stop them. So, you know. There you go.
Your heads, they're idols, they're gurus, they're people who will speak out against great injustices in the world of gaming. And instead of doing any actual kind of intelligent thought or research for themselves, they just believe what these people say as the god.
I like this as well. Let's hear this again. I like this too. This is funny.
They're people who will speak out against to be there. Alright? People are fucking sheep. They pick these people on YouTube to be their fucking figureheads, their idols, their gurus. They're people who will speak out against great injustices in the world of gaming.
Coming from the guy he made a fucking rant video about the first fucking game. Okay, you know what? Do you guys do yourselves a favor? Oh my god, I almost fumbled that. Look up one of his rant videos about the first Shadow of War game, whatever, the first Middle Earth game. Look that up, and tell me what do you think the intent of that video was for? He constantly does the same fucking shit he fucking shits on people for doing. He made a rant vlog on Tim Schafer about how he took people's money to make a game. But you know what, Phil? He gave people the option to give them money. He gave them the option. No one had to give Tim Schafer money to make the Broken Age, or whatever that fucking game is called. No one was forced to give him money, Phil. He just presented the option. He made a rant about that. He ranted about No Man's Sky being a shitty game. He did all these things, and he wants people to listen to him. Oh, don't listen to these other reviewers, listen to me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about because I'm a real gamer. And now he's telling people who listen to YouTubers are sheep. Again, he's not against sheep. He's just against sheep when it doesn't benefit him. He wants people to be sheep for him.
And instead of doing any actual kind of intelligent thought or research for themselves, they just believe what these people say as the God's honest truth. Even when there's evidence to the contrary, there's playthroughs of this game, including mine, showing the game doesn't fucking need loot boxes.
Yeah. Don't listen to them, listen to me. Because I have a gameplay of it. So you can watch me and I never open a loot box. Look at my gameplay, guys.
To be good. But people are fucking stupid.
Stupid. Okay, alright. So let's say that I decided to be an intelligent human and did some research on the game. Okay, fair enough. And I see other people play the game, and what if I come to the conclusion this game is shit because I don't like the loot box system in this game, and I don't like where this could lead? I guess I'm fucking stupid, right?
I don't even know what else to say. Like, it's so frustrating to me that in the modern era, we're also caught up in hype and or drama and all this shit. Destiny 2 will sell a ridiculous amount of copies despite being a repetitive copy of the first game with nothing original.
But Shadow of War is good because it's like the first game, which is good. Okay.
Shadow of War, which actually is a great game, won't sell at all because everyone's talking about loot boxes in a negative, dramatic way to get views on YouTube.
Good.
Unfucking believable.
Why did the sales matter for him? Did he work on the fucking game? What the fuck was that about? Oh, the game won't sell because of this. Dude, he sounds like a fucking 12-year-old. That's what, or maybe not 12-year-old, but like a very young person, like on a gaming forum that really focuses on sales a lot. Like a lot of people focus on sales, and they're like, oh, the game is good, but the sales numbers are low. Oh, man. Okay. Why does it matter? I like a lot of games that had bad sales. I like Nier Automata, but I think I got good sales. I liked Street Fighter V. I like that game, and that game sold miserably. But okay. Oh, no. Good games, they need to sell. Fuck this. Come on.
Seriously, I'm so frustrated at this. I've been waiting for Shadow of War all year. It's one of the games I was hyped for. I'm playing it now and I like it. But all I hear people, oh, I'm not going to watch this. This is a game that needs loot boxes to fucking, to beat it. And it's wrong. You're actually stupid.
What does the loot box system have to do with watching a streamer? And honestly, I honestly, think about this. Think about this. If a game has a very bad reputation, wouldn't you want to watch streams of that game to get a better understanding of it?
Stupid and wrong if you're saying that, because you believed the bullshit from a bunch of YouTubers who are just looking to make a buck.
Like,
you fell for it.
I honestly think the reason why everyone thinks this, by the way, he only had low views on Shadow of War because his fucking commentary sucks. But okay.
You got the wool pulled over.
I mean, again, this is how you get viewers, guys. You have to tell them, you have to say that they're sheep, they're fucking stupid, and you gotta, like, belittle them and insult them. That's how you get viewers, guys. Remember that. If you want to get people to watch your videos, you have to constantly insult them. Because that's how you get them. See, that's why his viewer base is full of slaves. Because those are the kind of people that enjoy being shat on. I'm being honest. DSP's fan base enjoys being shat on by DSP because they are conditioned by it. That's why his fan base has been decreasing, because a lot of people either woke up and said, fuck this guy. This guy is just shitting on me constantly. He's saying all this negative stuff. I'm not a sheep for thinking this way or whatever. Fuck this guy. I'm out of here. And then there's people who are like, yes, Phil. Everyone's stupid if they don't agree with you. Yes, Phil. Yes, Phil. Phil, you're amazing. Phil, you are so intelligent for saying these things that is different from the status quo. Phil, you're amazing. Phil, please tell me how dumb I am. Like,
your eyes, and because you did no research on yourself, no independent thought, you just believed what they said, and now you're missing out on a game that, at least the first 8 hours, has been a great game. Okay.
Or they're not watching because you don't get spoiled. Ever thought of that?
So,
just saying.
This is so ridiculous. So now, Foix in the stream chat just said, there's not really anything wrong with people not wanting to support a gross business model. That's fine. I agree with you. If you don't want to support the loot box system of Shadow of War, then don't support it. Don't buy the loot boxes.
Yeah, don't vocalize your disapproval of it. Don't vocalize that. Just don't buy it, guys. You know, you don't really need to be vocal because clearly developers care so much about the consumers, right? Okay, so imagine if, when Microsoft announced the DRM nonsense with their Xbox One, no one said anything. Imagine what would happen. Imagine what would happen if no one said anything about the DRM nonsense.
That doesn't mean boycott the game and then publicly fucking slander it and make it so that anyone who's playing it and enjoying it now has a bad time because...
Why would that matter? If you like the game, why does it matter if people don't like the game? I play MGS5. I like MGS5. Oh no, people don't like it? Man, I can't play the game now because I'm thinking about what other people think. Really? Oh man, I'm playing Street Fighter 5. Oh, people don't like the game? Oh man, I can't play it now. Okay. Sure, buddy.
Everyone's telling them the game fucking sucks because it has loot boxes in it. That's the difference here. If people could just be mature and be intelligent about these kind of issues, that would be one thing, right? If you could say, okay, we understand the loot box system exists in the game, don't spend money on it, instead just play the game for what it is and enjoy it. That would be the mature thing to do. Instead, people have to completely blow it out of proportion and say, overall, the game is terrible because you can't beat it without spending extra money on loot boxes, which is false. It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a blatant fucking lie.
How?
About the game. Because YouTubers wanted to make money.
How is it a lie when it's in the fucking game, buddy?
So they hyped it up like that. They made over-dramatic videos about it.
Says the guy that fucking made a 44-minute video on demonetization, which makes no fucking sense. He made he made drama vlogs about fucking No Man's Sky, Homefront: The Revolution, all these other things to get views. But you know, no guys. That's okay, because he was just expressing his opinion. But since now that he likes the game and other people are expressing an opinion that's not his, oh, that's his drama. They're just hyping fake opinions so that people can hate the game. That's what's going on here, guys. Obviously.
They sit on Twitter for fucking 3 days straight whining about it to try to make it so that it would be all the people talk about this fucking week. And I've had enough of it. You know?
What?
Seriously.
This is a very, very huge leap in, like, that's a crazy conspiracy theory. that he's acting as if like these YouTubers planned it all out. Like they were like, all right, guys, first we're gonna talk about the loot box system in Shadow of War. We're gonna just mention some tweets. We're gonna go on a rant on Twitter so that people could be like, oh wow, you know. And then we're gonna make a video about it. And man, when that video comes out, we're gonna get all the views, and that's what all is gonna go. And then all the people who like the game, they're gonna get slammed by my video because they're good. Oh man. No one, what? No one like fucking, oh my god. Oh man, we gotta fucking make negative videos, guys. We gotta outline this, we gotta like fucking plan it all out day by day. Get the fuck out of here.
I like this game.
I like the game. Okay.
I like this game, and I'm actually pissed. I'm legitimately pissed that I'm enjoying a game that's good, and no one is agreeing with me, or people won't give the game a chance.
Okay, guys. If you disagree with me about Skullgirls being a good game, I'm mad at you, and I'm pissed off now. I'm really mad that you don't like Skullgirls. You know what? I'm holding this video hostage until you tell me how good Skullgirls is. Not just kidding. I'm not gonna. That's a great joke, guys. But like, really, he's pissed off that other people have different fucking opinions. Who fucking cares? Oh no, people don't like a game I like. The humanity.
Right? Because of this negative shit stirred up by a bunch of fucking whiny little greedy YouTubers. That pisses
Whiny
me off.
little greedy YouTubers. Coming from the guy who killed off Kyo Gaming because he wasn't making any money on it. Says the guy who's complaining about the King Ray vlogs not making money on it. Says the guy that wants to keep all the who begs for tips every day, or who begs for money every day. He complained about not getting enough bits and tips for one stream or so. He said, "Oh, well, all day today it was pretty slow. No bits. You know." Oh no, he's not greedy, guys. But he wants $12.50 on Patreon, regardless of the goal. But he has to think of a goal to make people want to donate. No, of course he's not greedy, guys. Oh, the costume has to be a particular costume that I can do because I don't want to spend a lot of money on a costume. Oh, and he's not greedy when he canceled fucking Mario Sunshine because he wouldn't make any money. No, obviously he's not greedy. Or whiny, right? Okay.
Off.
Okay. Alright.
And, you know.
Oh my god,
it sucks because here I am. I've been waiting the entire year for the hardcore gaming season. Here's one of the first major AAA releases of the hardcore gaming season. Oh, this game's terrible because of loot boxes, so everyone skip it. No one watch it.
Wow. So, a game that you could wait for a long time can end up being a bad game? Wow, that never happened before. This is a new revelation, guys.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
So what else can we do? Let's see. The Evil Within insults homosexuals.
Okay.
So no one watched.
Okay, that's a dumb fucking example. Okay, so let's pretend. Let's just all pretend for a moment that The Evil Within 2 had homophobic propaganda in it. Let's pretend. Sure, that's not gonna bother a lot of people. I mean, not, I'm sure, people will be like, oh, it's a fucking video game, who cares? But a lot of people, but there might be other people that are offended by that and are a little annoyed by the homophobic commentary in the game or whatever. So they might want to protest it by not buying the game, boycotting the game, and saying this game sucks for whatever reason, or, oh, I don't like this game because it has homophobic propaganda. They have every right to fucking voice that opinion, because because the loot box system, in the grand scheme of things, sure, it's kind of trivial. I mean, it's, as far as video games are concerned and all that, sure, it's an issue. I'm not saying that it's not an issue, it's an issue, but compare that with homophobia. I mean, one has a real-world implication to how people treat other people. The other is a issue between you and your wallet. So, some people might take, kind of the homophobic thing a little bit too seriously because, people don't like when people treat people like shit. I don't know. That's just me. Some people might get offended by that, which is fine. It may not bother everyone, but it's gonna bother some people to enough to have a boycott. That's a terrible example. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a terrible example to bring that up.
The Evil Within. No one play The Evil Within. South Park, The Fractured But Whole. Let's see. What can we do? We have to find like something offensive or something annoying or dramatic about.
Some people are kind of already doing that with South Park, though. But it's kind of funny because he said he brought up South Park, didn't say anything about it, then moved on. He abandoned that example pretty quickly. But I've seen people kind of make a big deal about them making like South Park. The Fractured But Whole has a joke about Kanye West making a game about his mom getting to heaven. I mean, I see why people are upset about that because, you know, people see, like, well, like, Kanye West did that because to honor his mom that passed and all that kind of stuff, which is like, okay, but at the same time, the game does sound kind of fucking stupid. I think the best way to immortalize your mom or, you know, loved one that passed is kind of doing something that is a little bit more like, you know, or make a song, or, you know, whatever. I don't know. But okay, fine, whatever. South Park is making a joke about that. You could get upset about that. You know, people are already upset that the difficulty, like the skin slider in the game, like, oh, you know, the darker the skin, the harder the game is, whatever. That's cosmetic, apparently. That has nothing to do with the game's difficulty. People are upset about that because it's like, oh, it's a missed opportunity for social commentary. But, you know, it's a cool idea on paper, but there's a lot of game design issues with that as well, which I'm not going to get into this video. But there's a lot of issues with that game that a lot of people might not buy the game for, which is, again, fine. You can sit there and tell people, I'm boycotting this game because I don't agree with this commentary of this game, or this propaganda piece in it, or whatever. You can fucking do that. Phil is over fucking reacting because this particular issue seems to be a common agreement amongst gamers because every gamer doesn't want to pay for something that shouldn't be behind a paywall. The thing with South Park, the thing with his example, The Evil Within, whatever, that's not something behind a paywall. That's a moral ethic ground kind of thing that can go either way. That's more polarized and split. This is not something that's polarizing because the loot box system is very critical in other games. A lot of people criticize it in Uncharted. A lot of people criticize the microtransactions in MGS5. People complain about the microtransactions in Injustice 2, and so on. People will always complain about microtransactions. This isn't new. This is not new to the table.
Every game, so there's an excuse so that people won't play the game and won't watch a playthrough of it. Let's do it. Let's make everything up. Here we go. Let's keep going.
But this is made up. He's so fucking petty about this.
This is ridiculous. Why can't we all just be mature adults and not have over-dramatic reactions and not be
2 hours
little
long.
whiny babies about everything? I'll tell you why, because people look up to their role models. And when you have YouTube role models who are whiny fucking babies, who all they do is stir up drama for their own attention, then obviously you're going to act like that too.
Pot me kettle. That's exactly why people don't like DSP's fans. They regurgitate the same fucking nonsense he tells them. Oh, the detractors are all mentally ill. They're like, that's why a lot of people have issues with how he handles the fucking negativity he gets, because it creates a toxic community. That's why that's why I don't really enjoy going to his streams. And like, when you go to his streams, if you look at his stream chat is so fucking toxic and nonsensical. It's really annoying. Like, every single time I talk to one of my friends about it, they keep telling me how they're blown away, how they go to his stream chat and all of them suck his dick. Like, and that's exactly the point. When you go to other people's stream chat, they usually don't give a fuck if you say something mean, as long as you're not, like, being personal about it. Like, if someone goes into the stream chat and says, oh, you know, you're a fucking asshole for, you know, doing this, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, hope you know, that kind of shit, yeah, you might get banned for that. But if you're, like, saying, well, you suck at a game, you're not gonna get banned for that. No one's gonna give a fuck. But if you go personal, that's different. Whatever.
And that's pathetic. That means you need a better role model, folks. You know?
Yeah, DSP fans, you're watching this. Your lover, your fucking master over here says what I've been saying to you guys all the time. Look up to someone else because he's not a good role model.
I'm not saying it's me, because I certainly have done some pretty bad things over the years.
See?
That are
You done
pretty
bad
embarrassing.
things.
I'm not stupid, obviously, in that regard. I'm not saying that I should be your role model either.
But
people need to grow.
No, but the thing is that when he says, "Oh, I've done bad things," it's stuff that he's more willing to admit are bad. I guarantee if you could bring up any number of things and he will say, "No, I'm good. I'm good. You're wrong. You're just being a detractor."
Grow up. Seriously.
Burp. Which is, you know what's funny? He's talking about this, and I just thought about this. He blocked me on Twitter for defending Street Fighter V. I like Street Fighter V. He did not like Street Fighter V. So me saying, "Oh, I had fun with the game. It's a pretty good game. I like it. You know, I can understand why people don't like it, but I like the game. I think, you know, it's fine, whatever." I don't remember exactly what he said, but it wasn't anything insulting. And he blocked me for defending Street Fighter V. But when he's defending Shadow of War, oh, well, everyone's a fucking idiot if you dislike that game. Who are you fooling, Phil? Get the fuck out of here.
Stop being such reactionary, dramatic ninnies, and instead, you know, actually enjoy a game for what it is. There's literal empirical evidence in front of your face that the game does not require loot boxes to be fun.
Oh,
yet
we're going
people
facts
are
now.
blatantly ignoring the evidence in order to make this negative so no one will play the game. So they can feel like they're a part of this mob mentality against the game.
Okay, sure.
Pretty ridiculous.
That's like me saying that people who don't like Street Fighter V is blind and they don't see why I like the game so much or some shit like that. Like, that's fucking dumb. Get the fuck out of here. People dislike a lot of things. People have opinions, Phil. Crazy, I know.
Anyway, I had to get that off my chest because I'm pissed because here I am playing the game, enjoying it. And, you know, launch night, there were a bunch of people on stream. And then yesterday I played the game all day and it was dwindling. You ask people, why aren't you watching? Oh, because this game needs loot boxes. Not, oh, because this game's boring. Or, oh, this game's no good. Because if you actually watch the plot...
I went to one of his streams for Shadow of War and his chat kept saying that it's boring. The game is boring. I've never seen anyone in his chat bring up loot boxes. So I would like to see these people because I think what I think he's doing is taking the popular consensus and applying that to his stream numbers, which is not a good correlation because that doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's been good. The plot's actually been an interesting plot. There's been a variety of gameplay. I'm fighting these cool bosses. Now I'm starting to recruit these high-level orcs. Things are getting interesting. Yet, people don't want to hear it. All they want to hear is, this game sucks. Pretty ridiculous.
Oh, fuck it. Lord.
Yeah, so here you go. DSP fan dude just said, Phil's gonna hate it when everyone shits on Assassin's Creed Origins. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm playing Assassin's Creed Origins, and I like the game, and it's a good game, and everyone's saying the game sucks just because it's a fad to say Assassin's Creed...
Okay, look. Let's look at these views. This guy's playing Middle-earth Shadow of War, 6,000 views. I don't know why he included Evil Within 2, but okay. This guy says he's playing Shadow of War, 12,000 views. Wow, look at all these people who are playing the game with all these views. Obviously, these views are just negative dicks. They're all there just to fucking watch loot boxes, right? Oh, DSP 406 views. Wow, dude. Good job, Phil. You made it. And like, let's see. This is how many rows down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's on the 6th row of Shadow of War. Wow, Phil. Good GG. You made it, dude. But like, look at this. You know, this guy has 398 views, but I guess that's because people don't like loot boxes. Fucking piece of shit, right? Look at all this. Now, I like that he's bringing up Ass Creed when he shot on Ass Creed all the time. But he's like, oh, it's a fad to hate the game, and if people say it's bad, I'm gonna be pissed. It's fucking Ass Creed. No one gives a fuck about that game series anymore. Like, that game series kind of lived and it died. I know people are excited for this game. The new one. I know people that it's obviously gonna sell and people are gonna play it, sure, but it doesn't have the name recognition as it once had.
Creed sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. You're right.
What if you don't like the game? I like that he's saying that. Oh, if people say this game sucks, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. But what if you don't like the game, Phil? There are times where he plays games doing the hardcore gaming stuff that he doesn't like. But okay.
Because I'm tired of it.
Let's not talk about that.
I really am. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of everyone being an overdramatic drama queen, immature idiot on the internet. And it's sad because it's getting worse. Every day it's getting worse and worse. That people don't want to fucking think for themselves and be intelligent. Instead, they just want to be sheep and ride the wave.
Yeah, how dare they maybe have agree with other people? Fucking stupid sheeps. They should agree with me.
Of drama. And I've had
He's
enough.
calling everyone sheep for agreeing with this guy, but in the same fucking video, he cried about people not agreeing with him. Does that make any sense to you? Oh man, it's so fucking stupid that people are just agreeing with them, with the drama and all this stuff. Oh man, I'm pissed. No one's agreeing with me. No one's doing this. Man, I wonder if there's the irony with that.
I've been waiting all year for the hardcore gaming season. It finally comes. I'm playing a good game, and now no one will fucking watch it because they all want to believe the stupid drama because they're idiots.
They're idiots.
They're mind-numbing, mouth-drooling idiots.
Okay.
No independent thought. Must believe what YouTuber tells me.
Must believe what YouTuber tells me. Take a sip. Chew the water.
I just don't get it.
Now here's the thing.
You have the right to formulate an opinion about the game if you actually don't like it. Oh, I think Shadow of War is a boring grind. Fine. You just made an intelligent opinion. And therefore your opinion is valid and should...
So that opinion is valid because of that, but if you say I don't like Shadow of War because it has loot boxes in it and I don't like the practice, that's not valid, okay.
Be respected. That's not what people are saying though. That's not what's been going on here.
Okay.
Shout out to Coral Guy, who subscribed to the channel for the 7th month in a row. He says, Phil, I wish I could join you for the stream, but I just don't want to get spoiled. I might want to get the complete edition.
No, Phil, he's lying. He doesn't want to watch you because of the loot boxes. Don't believe this whole fucking, I don't want to get spoiled. That's a lie, Phil. I can't believe you're buying into the lie. And I just realized, this is a little irrelevant, but the outline for the mug and this does not match the size of the shirts. Look at that. There's like an edge. It's like, oh, he's a professional, guys. Good GG.
Out and Broketober, I got to prioritize. Very much understanding, Coral Guy. I get it. Definitely, when you get a chance, check out the playthrough because, as I said, 8 hours of gameplay. I've really enjoyed the game so far. Okay?
Okay.
Octoa did a 50-bit cheer and says, it's always important to vote with your wallet. That is correct. That is absolutely correct.
Yeah, but also, to vocalize your distaste for something is also valid because if you don't buy something, that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna go away either. I mean, that does happen, but, some developers may not give a fuck. And so like, oh, well, we didn't buy it, but it doesn't hurt to throw it in there, whatever.
So again, I say it. If you don't support microtransactions, don't spend money on microtransactions. That's how you protest it. Because the bottom line is, Shadow of War has loot boxes you can buy, but if no one buys them, why would they implement this system in a future game? They wouldn't.
Or you just don't buy the game, and they can sit there and be like, wow, no one bought this game. Maybe it's because of loot boxes. We should get rid of the loot box system in our next game. No, that doesn't make any sense, guys. That's dumb.
Right? Right?
Don't be mindless.
So that's the bottom line. Don't boycott the entire game because EA decided to put microtransactions into it. The game's good.
The game is good.
The Frog in my throat did a 10-bit cheer and says, it's only a game. Why do you have to be mad? Well, it's very simple. There's two reasons
it's
why
only a game. Why do you have to be so salty, man? That's a good question.
Mad. Number one, because I am pissed.
By the way, remember when he said he would not give intelligent answers for bits? I remember.
Pissed off that in general I am a gamer and I'm part of the gaming community, and I see the people around me becoming sheep and becoming mindless drones who don't fucking think for themselves.
Mindless drones, fucking get that ass banned.
All at the benefit of a few YouTubers. And that's what really pisses me off, is that people can't see through the smoke screen that the real reason that drama was stirred up about the loot boxes in this game was to make people money. It had
Yeah, that's why. So okay, let me get this straight. Phil. EA having microtransactions in Shadow of War to get more money, that's okay because, you know, it's human nature, you know, it's profiting off of human impulses, all that kind of stuff, that's fine. But YouTubers making videos about loot box system to make money is bad. Now, I'm not a fucking debater. I'm not a pro debater. I'm not, you know, fucking, you know, I'm not the smart. I might not be like fucking Einstein here, but something tells me that those two statements contradict each other. You can't praise a shitty business practice that makes money off of people's you know, impulses, and then say that, oh, it's shitty that YouTubers are profiting off of people's impulses. Like that cannot reasonably logically stand. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
nothing to do with the fact that the loot boxes are a bad practice, which they are, but they could easily just avoid it by not spending money on it. Instead, we had to draw up so...
And people don't... But, Phil, those YouTubers are providing the option to watching the video. You don't have to watch the video, Phil. They just clicked on the video and watched it. You know, I think you're being a little, you're being a sheep by being against the drama, dude. They're just providing the option of a video that talks about something that you don't have to watch. It doesn't have to affect your life. But you decided to watch it, and you decided to click it, and you decided to react to it. Man, imagine if I started complaining about watching DSP. Oh man, let me tell you.
So much fucking drama to make a few YouTubers richer, to line their pockets with more money, because people are fucking stupid, and they can't fucking tell the difference.
So, it's okay to line the pockets of EA. It's okay for EA to exploit consumers, but YouTubers exploiting viewers, oh, that's bad. That's shitty, dude. Okay.
That's what's sad about the situation. Okay? That's what pisses me off. Because if anyone thought for themselves and actually watched a playthrough of the game, you'd be like, wait a minute. Look at all this content in the game and not $1 dropped on a loot box. I don't understand the controversy behind it. Okay. Also, the other reason that I get upset about this, even though it's just a game, is because it's my livelihood, dude. Every day
It's my livelihood, dude. That statement alone was the saddest fucking thing I heard from him. That made me genuinely feel sad for him. The fact that minor opinions and stuff affects his livelihood. That's sad. Because usually people can just kind of, they play games, they move on. But apparently people not liking a game he likes affects his livelihood. That's kind of sad. You know, maybe he shouldn't be in this business.
Live stream. Every day I put videos on YouTube. This is how I make my living. And when people are going to boycott a game that I'm enjoying and playing just because of drama, because YouTubers wanted to get rich and make a quick...
But what kind of logic is that, though? Why would people boycott watching streamers play a game? That doesn't give EA any money. It doesn't give EA anything. Because they're getting the game because they're watching the game without having to pay for it. Okay.
Controversial situation out of something and blow it out of proportion so they could get rich, then it fucks me over. Because I'm the one who's legitimately covering the game, and people won't watch my playthrough because they're told the game sucks. That's ridiculous. So not only is the entire gaming community becoming stupid, but also it's hurting me. And that's not right.
Me?
So because these YouTubers wanted to get rich and make a buck and hype up this fucking overdramatic situation for their own personal benefit, now I don't get anyone watching my playthrough. Gee, thanks a lot.
So Phil, let me get this straight. You think that, like, he's not saying it, but it kind of sounds like it. It sounds like he's kind of that he thinks that these YouTubers made those videos to fuck him over, which is not fucking true. But whatever, okay. So if you're making a drama video, you really have to think about how it will affect DSP, apparently. So if you're gonna make a drama video about Ass Creed, you better fucking think about it before you upload it, because it could affect him. Because he's important, guys.
You pieces of shit. No, really, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that.
It's not their fucking responsibility that you can't make money off of video games, Phil. That's your problem. Maybe you should try to be more personable, make better commentary. Maybe your commentary is the problem. No, it can't be his commentary. No.
Idiots.
Idiots.
Alright, shout out to Octoa who did a 10-bit cheer. He says, so buy the game and not the loot boxes, just like you said. Exactly. If you're watching my...
But if you buy the game, that's still supporting EA or whatever. It's still supporting the game. And whatever. Fuck it.
Play through and you're liking the game, why wouldn't you buy the game? You know what I mean? Buy it. Play it. But don't spend money on the loot boxes. That's the broken practice here, not the actual game itself. Chairman Caleb, who did a 10-bit cheer, and he says, did you know there's actual people who genuinely want the government to regulate how our games are made because of microtransactions? It's insanity.
Okay.
Just don't buy them. Yeah,
I never heard this. I don't think anyone is asking the government to regulate that. They might be wanting to regulate mobile games. I can understand that, because that's a little bit more of an issue, but get a load of this. This is something.
Anyone who supports that, anyone who actually wants government regulation of microtransactions, you're basically saying, alright, you're basically saying that you have no faith that humanity could ever be intelligent and ever have self-control, right? Listen, gambling is legal in the United States.
This.
Now there's criterias and laws around it, but
he brings up gambling as an example and says, "Oh, well, gambling is legal there, but there's regulations and all that." See, mobile games should not be regulated by the government, but gambling is regulated by the government, so that's okay.
Gambling is legal, all right?
Okay.
So maybe there should be a criteria enforced just to make sure that if you are going to be buying a randomized loot box that, I don't know, that maybe it's fair, not that the game cheats you or something. I don't know, because we don't actually...
Or maybe we should just not have fucking loot boxes in games.
Know behind the scenes what is the formula they're using to divvy out random items when you spend money on a fucking loot box in one of these games. I don't know. I'm not a coder, right? I don't see behind the scenes of what's actually going on with these games. But in my opinion, as long as the system is fair and isn't actually, you know, actively cheating people who are willingly spending their money on these things, then I don't see the problem. And it's also, like I said, if it's a game like Shadow of War, it's not a competitive game. So if you want to skip hours of grinding by spending extra money to see a secret ending, then so be it.
He doesn't see the issue.
Why do we need the government to step in and say that this is illegal? This is ridiculous. You're basically saying because people have no self-control and no maturity and no fucking, you know, intelligence.
Well, he's demanding YouTube regulates drama videos or some shit like that. Whatever, fuck it.
That people are so dumb that we need the government to come in and protect us from ourselves.
You just called them all fucking sheep and idiots for that.
That's what you're saying. And anyone who actually is basically calling for this kind of regulation, that's what you're saying. You think that humans are so brain dead to know that microtransactions are gambling that we should just regulate it and make it illegal. Wow.
Wow.
Stream in the stream chat says kids don't have self-control, though. True, but kids also don't have credit card.
Is, like... Yeah, kids don't have credit cards, but you know what? You know who do? Oh my god, I can't talk. But you know who does? Their parents! And you know what kids do when parents have credit cards? Oh, man. Let me tell you. They fucking steal them. He had a fucking stream viewer, Derek. Shout out to Derek. He stole his mom's credit card to give him tears. And he's like, well, kids don't have credit cards. Yeah, that doesn't mean that they can't steal credit cards from their parents. That's one of the issues with these microtransactions, because a lot of kids have been stealing their parents' credit cards because they want to get the stuff instantly. That was the issue. That was a big deal back when mobile games became a thing. I would see numerous fucking news articles saying, oh, you know, kids are stealing their parents' credit cards to buy the microtransactions in games. They do this and do that, and that's where a lot of these issues lie. And he's gonna bring up, oh, well, kids shouldn't have this game. This game is for a mature audience. So it's Grand Theft Auto, yet kids get that game anyway. It's just fucking stupid to sit there and assume that kids cannot get their hands on games, on mature games. Obviously, we can't assume that, right? And we can't assume that kids are not capable. We have to assume that kids are not capable of stealing their parents' credit cards, which they have done many times in the past. It's not a new phenomenon that kids are stealing their parents' credit cards. Now you could say, oh, well, it's the parents' responsibility. But still, it's still a fucking issue. It's still a thing. Whatever.
That's my point. Kids don't have tons of money and credit cards to spend on shit like this. By the way, Shadow of War is a mature rated game. Kids shouldn't be playing it. So do you see my point? Do you see my point here? If people actually adhered to the things that are already set in place, the game rating system, right? Not putting money in the hands of small children, then maybe this wouldn't be a problem. So it's people actually doing things wrong already that make this system a problem, not the system itself. Shut up.
Yeah, it's not the system itself, but the system caused the problem, though. The problem wouldn't exist if the system didn't exist. The system profits off of that problem. That's the issue. That's the issue. That's what people have a problem with, these loot boxes. Are you fucking that dense? He is. Dense-side Phil here.
Up to C-Dick, who tipped me $10. Thank you, C-Dick. He says, fuck Metacritic user reviews on Shadow of War. I'm not planning on buying it, but I'm thoroughly enjoying you watching you play it. C-Dick loves you. Heart. Well, C-Dick, thank you very much for the tip, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the playthrough.
Excuse me.
Despite the fact that so many people are shitting on the game and saying it's garbage, even though they're not even playing the fucking game or watching a playthrough of it.
But remember, never listen to fucking game critics, okay? But listen to them when it aligns with his fucking narrative. Alright, before we leave, I'm gonna read this fucking wall post, guys, and then we're done. Then we're free. We're free, guys. So, this was a thread that said, does DSP unironically believe that his stream attendance for Shadow of War is low because people are mad about loot boxes? And then DSP responds, with this guy saying other streamers and YouTubers I follow are seeing regular abundance of viewers that they normally get for a AAA release. Exactly. And then he responds, you're an idiot, as is everyone who is criticizing what I said. Okay. Again, this is how you get viewers to stay with you. You call them idiots. Because you somehow in 2017 still think I'm somehow the same as everyone else and not an anomaly. Or maybe you're not getting a lot of views because your commentary sucks. I don't know. It's one or the other because your copyright strikes didn't affect your Twitch stream. You're comparing me to popular YouTubers and streamers, but remember when he said that he kept getting natural growth on Twitch? Yeah, what happened to that? There's a big difference. They get viewership because they're popular and seen in a positive light. People attend their streams because they feel it's the same kind of positive social experience to watch along with thousands of other people in a stream chat. Well, they also have a stream chat that don't ban them for nonsense. Or in YouTube comments, they also, for some reason, fall in love with their personalities. I don't fall in love with any of the people I watch stream. I mean, I enjoy them. I could think that they're cool, but I don't fall in love with them. These people could be taking a shit, and people would still show up to watch the turds create a ripple in the bowl. I don't know why he always focuses on butts and poop and penises. I think he's trying to tell us something, guys. But that makes no fucking sense. I don't think anyone would go up to a stream to watch PewDiePie take a shit. I don't think people would watch him for that, but okay. I have an overwhelmingly negative light thrown on me with the common YouTube Twitch viewer. Yeah, because clearly calling them all sheep and idiots and this and that is are what people want to hear, right? That's how you gain viewers, calling them idiots. No way is it your commentary or your behavior towards other people. No, that can't be it. Therefore, I rely on my hardcore fan base to keep me going. So then why do you complain about viewers being so low? Why do you complain about people being upset about the game? Why? Oh, no, because you don't rely on hardcore viewer base. Okay. Because I don't get much, if any, casual viewership that's in a positive light. In general, if a game is viewed to be good among the mainstream viewers, then they come to watch me fail at it. Okay, which I don't often do, but they're that stupid to believe I suck at every single game again. That's how you gain viewers, guys. You call them dumb. You think that they're dumb for watching you. I mean, that's how you gain viewers. I mean, remember, guys, you watch my videos, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're watching my videos for the wrong fucking reason, you fucking retards. I can't believe you fucking dummies who watch my fucking videos. Okay, you're a piece of shit. That's what you want to hear, right? I mean, I'll give you more of that, because apparently, according to DSP's list of success, calling them stupid is pretty good. It's a pretty good idea. But okay, because obviously when the game is good, they go there to watch them fail. They don't watch it because maybe they want to see if the game is actually good. But if a game is seen in a negative light, I always see a record low attendance. No. He played Mass Effect Andromeda, which is a shitty game, and that got good viewership. But I guess that game was secretly good then, I guess. It's a simple formula that has worked like that since the This I Don't Play movement destroyed my reputation as a popular gamer on YouTube, starting in 2013. But if you rolled with it, it would have been fine. But remember, you also hosted those fucking videos on your fucking KO Gaming, you dummy. And the fact you don't get it makes you look really ignorant. Again, good idea calling people ignorant and stupid for a post that is not even insulting him. Good on him. Good on Phil. Among both my hardcore fan base and the casual viewer who watch my stuff, who watch me play stuff, I've heard dozens, if not over 100 people say this in my chat. Oh my god, I can't talk. Sorry, guys. This week. Oh, it's that game. That sucks because you need to buy loot boxes to beat it. I heard it's trash and I don't want to watch it. Why is he playing this? I never seen that in his chat. I don't see anyone say this. I see people say that the game is boring. That kind of stuff. But I don't see anyone bring up the loot boxes in his chat unless they're sucking his dick. And that's the general consensus among the common gamer on Shadow of War. So my attendance is low because of it. Sure it is. It's time to wake up, kids. Calling your viewers kids. That's also a good thing to do. I don't have it easy. I have to scrape and claw for every single little thing because of the negativity that a group of shitheads plastered on me and that I'll never shake. I'm not a popular YouTuber or streamer, and using their attendance as some kind of gauge of popularity of a game is actually quite stupid. Okay, what happened to the natural growth, buddy? You said that you were getting a natural growth on Twitch. The hardcore gaming season is gonna be amazing. Oh, now it's bad, guys. Feels bad, man. To the point of being asinine, or else you're telling me that every single game PewDiePie plays is great? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Anyway, since the OP is a moron and there's nothing to be gained by this discussion, it's now closed. Funny enough, I got dumb enough to decide to make another forum account on DSP's great forums. I love his forums. They're great. They're a great place to be. And I decided to kind of criticize his views on loot boxes. And lo and behold, the usual dick suckers that really go out of their way to praise Phil, including that Anonymous, fucking agree with me. Isn't that fucking funny? I've not seen, maybe now, I'll check. Let's go there, guys. The King of Hate Forums. Let's see the Gray Street Fighter what the fuck? Here we go. Look. This guy kind of like I think he kind of agrees with me. I kind of skimmed through it, but you know I don't agree with his take either. There you go. He kind of agrees with me. He doesn't agree with my point necessarily either, but he's kind of more reasonable with it, which is surprising. You know, again, we got Soul Rider 95 here. Look at all these people who oddly agree with me. You know, so it kind of tells me one or two things. That DSP does really believe that his viewers are connected to drama or whatever. I don't know, but you know, it's kind of funny that all these people, the usual dick suckers, like that Anonymous is a big DSP slave, and he is agreeing with me. Isn't that funny? Huh. Alright, everyone, I think I talked enough. An hour and 45 minutes, holy shit, that's shorter than I thought. Alright, everyone, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.